Hello and welcome to a new gaming series. This will be classed as R.T.P, which stands for Ready to Play, and Ready to Play will be a review series which I'll be bringing to you in my usual manner on a weekly basis on my channel. Usually I refer to them as Let's Plays. In this case, it'll be called R.T.P. Right, introductions out the way. Let's look at this first title of my new concept. R.T.P. Kingdoms of Rise, or Kingdoms Rise. Kingdoms Rise is a game on Steam. It's a multiplayer fantasy combat featuring a new style of gaming mechanic. This mechanic they're basing it around is a sword fighting style. It's a 360 deep sword fighting system, highly advanced with magic abilities thrown in just to boot. So it's set in the fantasy world and it's arena style combat, multitudes of different armors, swords, styles, spells, and you've got an axe, I believe, and a bow. So you have got a couple of ranged weapons thrown in also. This game is early access. Flyleap Studios are the concept guys behind this game, and they're working on it as I speak, and will continue to work on it until they get this right. This is a game under development, so it does have some severe bugging issues, not only in the menus, but also in the game where I find myself trapped in some of the scenery. It is really beta access. They are still working on this game. There's a lot of people who are playing it. It's a present on a special promotion deal. For £10.79, you'll be able to get Kingdoms Rise or a multi pack of 4 for £26.99. There are prices available at the present moment for the next couple of hours, so this promotion will possibly go back up again. It is only 10% off. The link will be in Steam, and that'll be the bottom of this video itself. Right, let's actually look at this game itself, the menus, before we jump straight into the game itself. Let's see, we've got a few things here. There's a tutorial. Come on, tutorial. Tutorial doesn't really tell you much to do. There are a couple of buttons here. There's a block button and an attack button, basically. They can use this in a 360 Xbox 360 pad, or you can use a keyboards. Both work relatively well. I was using Xbox 360 pad itself. X on the pad would roll for me, and the right trigger would be my attack button, and the left trigger would virtually block. So it's more or less sword combats. You have to be in straight lines to the opponent. You can't attack off a different plane itself. Problems we've got are in here. There's no key binding as yet. We are still trying to fix it. They're becoming soon. Eventually, that'll help people out because a lot of people have been confused about the keys in this game itself, which is kind of irritating people, especially when you don't know how to play it. So, field of view, they've got the FOV slider here. You can choose from 70 up to 110. That is perfectly fine. Really good there, and sensitivity also is thrown in. Also, you got violence where you can turn the blood on or off, and the color blind aspect, which is quite good. The fact point you can actually pick if you're a colorblind player. So that is a really good concept. The fact to put that into the game itself. I love the aspect that they've took the time and effort to put something like that in because it's very apparent. You can see in the background there's a lot of clipping here with the character. The loadouts where the chaos starts, because all this stuff can change. You can change the shoulder pads, bits, etc. This stuff broke. It doesn't seem to do anything. You can't change it. My guy's got an orange skin colour. It's supposed to be able to change the head colour. It doesn't seem to work, as you can see there. This guy's got a horrible tan, and there's not much I can do about it. Because some of these buttons do work, but the fact that some of these things are in there but not ready yet. They've got the voices and stuff in there, but they've not got certain other things. So this is still broke. They are still working on this. So this is really early development. You have to bear with them for that. If you're going to play the game, You can do a quick join, and it'll give you a choice of 3 areas in the world to play. If you look at the server browser itself, there is lots of people playing. They're full 16 on 16 match, 8 on 8 matches. It's set along our red and blue. We'll show you the battle bit in a bit, but there's plenty of people playing from Europe. You can get a decent ping from them. That one's only 59, so that's pretty good. The fact it's got there. We'll kind of rambled on too much here. You can play the LAN with your friends as well. But we'll jump into the game and show you some game combat, a couple of levels, and show you how the game actually plays out. Okay, as promised, this is the action from Kingdom Rise itself. Red side and blue side, you're separated by colours of your scarf. In this case, I'm red. The character scrolls down to 0, and then you switch sides. Switch map. As you can see here, this two combat's fast and furious and like a gang. Generally, you've got keys, like I said, to attack and block, plus these spell powers at the bottom. Not probably your best combinations, really, these ones here. You get to choose your loadout before the start of the game, what type of sword you're wanting, and what type of kit powers. In this case, I have a flame attack, which fires a fireball, and then the E button, I have a freeze attack. You're probably better off having one spell power and one heal power, because healing is important in this game, because you can get killed very quickly. I have a health bar at the bottom of the screen here. Health is 100 right now, but it can drop down. You'll know you've hit somebody because there'll be a crosshair coming up in the screen, like it did there, and the crosshair kind of tells you when you've got a hit itself. If you hold the attack button down long enough, you should be able to do an arcing strike, and the strike should hit through opponents quite easily if you can get a decent hit. It's more like your capture the point system here. These arenas with the teams, and you got to capture these towers and change it to your colour. But it's more that gives you points, yeah, and it also gives you points to actually kill people as well. So, oh, he's gone down. It's kind of unusual that it's got this yeah, jumping's a bit how do I put this naff in this game. As you can see, there's kind of glitching out as in the ground there, and I died. Very quickly you can gank people, really. In that case, I managed to kill both of them. You kill your own teammate as well. The fact you can actually hit your own teammate seems a bit naff because it invites people to troll, really. I don't know if you should put something in the game, combat modifier, where it stops them from attacking their own teammates. But I don't think that makes a lot of sense, really. These guys were from this a French server. I didn't seem to have too many issues here. Mainly when I was playing, there was not really anyone from the UK on. But you'll find later on, like I showed you in the video there earlier, over bit of the video, there is a lot of people playing UK servers, so should be an issue finding somebody to play with. And that still think that's probably your best place to actually learn the controls itself. Now, graphics wise, these graphics are kind of just basic, not really anything interesting really getting used here. Kind of basic structure. How does this vary from any other game? Kind of that's what you're saying. The fact that the combat seems a bit more chunkier. You feel that you're actually hitting something. The fighting with a sword probably has been done several million times, but spells and swords and stuff, it gives you the fun sort of aspect. A lot of people were playing the other game with the horses, the cavalry game. So that's a mine. So you touch that, you're going to go bye bye. So depending on the choice of stuff you have, it can help. Another mighty hit and another take for me. I only played this a wee while, so I'm not really that good, but I proved myself to be a bit better than some of the guys who were playing it. I've got to give myself a bit of credit. And it's always helpful depending on what team you've got itself, but as you can see there, that's not bad compared to some of the other ones. We're going to take us into the next section for the next map. And this gives me a chance to show you somewhere different to look at. But the loadouts itself, you'll find I've got a whole set of different loadout types. You can get healing, you can get Ring of Fire. There is a lot of different powers and options you can get to change it up a bit. The spells do make the difference. That guy's got a healing one, this isn't going to go well. Teleportation there. Using Vanilla Bear squared into the corner. I took a massive hit down to 35 HP. Certainly something that somebody could actually commentate on easily. And that's Fatality. That guy is superior. He has the power. The loading in screen still glitches out on your costume, so. Certainly, I got to say, a lot of people have been commenting all over the Steam forums that this game is awesome. This game's good. Don't get me wrong. This game's good, but it's got a few glitches that needs to get fixed. And how OP the magic is, it's ridiculous. Just just use magic. It's like when somebody throws a grenade at Call of Duty, and it's like, yeah. They give them a big sword, they're the best to do melee combat, but no, they just use magic to kill people. It's nice to change it up, but not for the fact if you're going to use magic all the time, people can really screw you over. Flying leap for Fatal. Using healing, block, a wee parry. Another chop, he's got me down 25, 7, dead. Okay. I did improve later on, but I didn't do too well here, so yeah. Guys. Guys in my team killing me. The team ganking nonsense is kind of irritating. You don't really know what team you're in. You're just like getting attacked by random people. He's in my team. You can tell he's in my team. He's got a cursor on it, but he seems to want to kill people in his own team. So you can't get. They do need to fix that issue because they need to make it clarify. You can't kill your own teammates, or they have to sort out the distinction between which team you're on. Who's come out to play? Ow! That was my back. That was insta-kill. You don't know if they're cheating or not with the teleporting because it just sort of glitches across, but it is a power, so I've not seen too many lag issues really. I can see the latency was alright. Fraps stayed at steady 60 FPS. There was not really any issues there. It seemed to roll pretty good. Somebody's not happy. There's one of those bigger swords that guy's got. One of the tanking swords. You can see the flash of the light. All this jumping about, it can get really confusing now to jump about and sort of hit. The jumping seems to be part of the game mechanic. When you do attack, it seems to make you jump up in the air, which can be a bit irritating. You would expect to fight in the ground, but the sort of jumping aspect is kind of part and parcel of the actual game itself. Like Vanilla Bear's got me again. Flirting. I hope it's giving you a good gist of exactly what this game's about. And of course, if it appeals to you, some people might not appeal to this thing. There might be better games out there or not, but this is early beta, so they are still working on this. So if the basic concepts of mystic magic and sword fighting kind of suit you, then this could be your title. Arena-based combat like this. There's not anything else to the game. It's just arena. It's just an arena fighter, to be honest. you can lull your opponents into a trap really with that teleporting, like Chops did there. He just got in and you can just double team people. So certainly there's a bit of subtlety to this game. If you work it right, you can pull someone into a trap quite quickly. Last 10 seconds on the clock. Oh, and that's not a bad score. Some of the ones on the table, it's not a bad score. No, not one of my better matches though. Anyway, that's been a look at Kingdom's Rise. Um, if you're interested in this game, like I said, it'll be on Steam. The link will be applied at the bottom of the video. This has been DJ Royster with R.T.P. Kingdom's Rise. Thank you for your time. Please comment, like, and subscribe in the usual manner. And I'll catch you next time.